You're probably hearing a lot about NASA's big plans for 2030, but the truth is, what they're preparing for is way bigger than any headline. It isn't just another mission or another launch. It's a turning point, the moment NASA shifts from the space agency we've always known into something completely different. And it all starts with something NASA doesn't like to talk about too loudly: the end of the International Space Station. For more than 2 decades, the ISS was humanity's outpost in space. But by 2030, NASA plans to bring it down, literally. They've already paid SpaceX almost $1 billion to build a special vehicle designed for one purpose: pushing the ISS into Earth's atmosphere and letting it burn up over a remote stretch of ocean. It sounds dramatic, because it is. But this isn't the end of life in orbit. It's a reset. NASA wants the next generation of space stations to be commercial, privately built and privately operated. They don't want to own the building anymore. They want to rent space inside it. And the companies fighting to replace the ISS are already shaping the next era of human spaceflight. But if low Earth orbit is becoming commercial real estate, NASA's real focus is much farther away. By 2030, they plan to unlock something scientists have been dreaming about for decades: a nuclear reactor on the moon. Not a small experiment, a real fission reactor powerful enough to run an entire lunar base. This reactor would generate around 100 kilowatts, enough to keep astronauts alive through the freezing 2-week lunar nights where solar power is basically useless. NASA says it's all part of building a sustained presence on the moon, but behind the scenes, there's another layer to the story. Power in space means control. And in a future where multiple countries are racing to stake their claim on lunar territory, whoever controls the energy controls the outpost. That reactor isn't just a science project. It's a strategic foothold, and that lunar foothold connects directly to one of NASA's most ambitious missions, Artemis V. Expected around March 2030, it's the mission that's supposed to prove NASA can live and work on the moon, not just visit it. This isn't another Apollo-style flag-and-go-home moment. Artemis V is designed to link astronauts with the Lunar Gateway, a small space station orbiting the moon, and give them something NASA hasn't had since the 1970s: a lunar rover they can actually drive. They call it the Lunar Terrain Vehicle. Think of it as the moon's first real car since the Apollo days. Unlike the old rovers, this one's built for long missions, rugged terrain, and actual exploration. It's mobility, independence, and capability. Together, the Gateway, the rover, and the reactor form the backbone of something NASA never had before: the infrastructure of a lunar settlement. But while the moon is turning into humanity's next outpost, NASA's eyes are also locked on a place much farther and much stranger: Europa. A frozen moon of Jupiter with an ocean hidden beneath its crust. The Europa Clipper, already launched and on its long journey, will reach Jupiter around 2030 and start making close passes over Europa's surface. Scientists believe the ocean beneath that ice might be one of the most promising places to look for life beyond Earth. Not sci-fi aliens, but real biological activity. Chemical signatures. Maybe even structures or patterns that change everything we think we know about life in the universe. What the Clipper finds won't just be another NASA headline. It could be the biggest scientific discovery in human history. And while all of this is happening, the ISS falling, the moon rising, Europa calling, NASA is also pushing forward with something people don't usually associate with space exploration: aviation. By 2030, they expect to have fully tested new electric and hybrid aircraft designs that could transform how we travel. Quieter flights, cleaner skies, completely redesigned engines that make commercial planes look outdated. It's not as flashy as a trip to the moon, but the impact on everyday life could be massive. So when you put it all together, NASA's plan for 2030 is something bigger than a mission or a moment. It's a transition into a new era. The old space station is gone. The moon is being built into a permanent home. A nuclear reactor is coming to power it. Astronauts are getting wheels again. A probe is about to explore an alien ocean world. And the skies above Earth are about to change forever. 2030 isn't just a date on NASA's timeline. It's the year everything shifts. From low Earth orbit to the lunar surface, from quiet discoveries to world-changing breakthroughs, from the space agency we grew up with to the one that will shape the next century. And if NASA succeeds, the world won't look the same again.